Well, hello from Bagac, Bagac, Philippines. It is Wednesday evening. So this is just going to be a quick introduction to basically about 3 or 4 days of, I just took pictures instead of any video. The guys have been exclusively working on this pool slash bathtub. It's very labor intensive because they got to form everything up. They don't do all the rebar. So I'll have pictures of all that leading up to, it looks like the pour tomorrow. They got a couple more forms to put in tonight. And I think tomorrow they'll probably be pouring the walls. They already poured the floor. So like I said, I understood they were going to pour the floor and the walls at the same time. I misunderstood, which is normal. Well, really normal around here. So I asked, since there's going to be, the floor will be dry when you pour the wall, what's going to keep it from leaking? I was just told it's not going to leak. So I guess we'll see. But, I mean, like I say, it's a bathtub. We're going to fill it up. I don't want it to leak, of course, but we're going to fill it up, let the kids play in it for an afternoon. Oh, maybe we can squeeze 2 days out of it. I know kids are just going to pee in it. I'm going to put up signs that the water's going to turn purple if they pee in it and see if that works. But so after about a day, it's going to be too nasty for them to be too nasty for me to get in. I know that. But we'll figure something out. I'm sure there's probably some chlorine shock I can throw in there to maybe keep the water alive or safe for over the weekend. So they'll have a netting roof over the top, so that should keep all the leaves out. My percentages on my papaya, I put them at 50-50. Maybe one will stay at 50-50. The other one's buried up to its neck in dirt, so I think he's down to about 30-70 chances of survival. But they're still green, they're still upright, so all right, I'll snap a few more pictures here. There ain't no reason to narrate, like do videos on bending rebar for 10 hours. I mean, if you got any questions, I can answer the best of my ability. And then after the pictures, I'll put a few minute video of after they get done pouring. And that's going to be pretty exciting too, because it's going to be concrete drying. But I'll find out more tomorrow about the how long we're going to have to let it cure. I mean, they poured a road up here, and I thought, oh wow, they did half of the time, so you got to let that cure for about 3 weeks. And not these guys, but just contractors in the Philippines, because we helped pay for it. And I said, well, you have to let that cure for about 3 weeks. Nope. It's 5 days and you had dump trucks going across it. You don't wait no 21 days here. You crazy? And I'm not a concrete guy, but I just got that off of YouTube people I watch, that they insist on the 21 days and stuff like that are here in the Philippines that actually know what they're doing. But the road's still there, so maybe 5 days is enough. All right, man, you guys have a good night. I'll take a couple pictures here before it gets dark. Just got over probably the worst illness I've had, oh, I bet, long time, 10 years at least. It just, like I laid out in front of a dump truck and it ran me over, backed up and ran me over again. No diarrhea, no vomiting, but every part of my body hurt. My head felt like it was going to explode. I had a sore throat, and it was swollen so bad I couldn't even hardly swallow. My ears hurt, and oh man, it was debilitating. So I've been on amoxicillin for about 3 days now. It comes and goes, and I had a fever also. Comes and goes. I'll feel good for a while. Then it seems like got some Advil here, 200 milligram Advil. I take 2 of those a couple times a day, and I'm great after I take those, but they wear off, and then I need to take 2 more. And so we're good, getting better, but everybody in our family has gotten it. My wife's sick. She's not as bad as I was. She says she's just tougher than I am. And then my little boy, he was sick. Both my grandkids are sick, and their parents are sick. Raph, the oldest stepson, he's sick, went to the hospital. And his wife, she's pregnant, just about due. She got sick, so of course she went to the hospital too because she has a baby. So watch out, United States. It's coming from China again. Just giving you a heads up. It's heading your way. All right. Just playing. You guys take care. Later. Hey, well, hello from Bagac, Bagac, Philippines. It's the 12th of January, Sunday afternoon. We just got back to church and running around Malanga, Danielle's karate. Gonna try to take my bike out for a ride today, but maintenance items popped up that I had to deal with. I got our water tank shut-off valve repaired, so I still had a little bit of work on the Harley to do before I took it for a ride, and heck with it, I'll just work on it this week. I can't leave whenever the guys are here working. I really don't want them to know I even have it. But so this is the end of the week. They kept the pool. They kept all the frames up on it for another couple days. They said they was going to take it down on Saturday, but they left it all framed up, so that's fine. My up in the house, the beams in the house, which they are actually support beams, they leave those wrapped up for 2 weeks before they take the forms off the concrete. So that's the pool. I guess they'll be pulling the forms off this week. And then we had them start another project I needed done. Ooh, hear the water filling up. Yeah, our shut-off valve was broke, so water would just overflow. And I put a new one on the other day, and something was wrong with it. It just surged all the time. So this is the new project here. I'll spin this camera around real quick. All right, well, ever since I put all the rock out here, the grading, we never have any flooding in our house at all. But what was happening is all the water was coming down through the yard, and then we're just getting mud through here. And you can see, I mean, it's buried. You really think I can't see ya? Chill. So we're getting a fence here, and a fence along the poles. It's going to be one more high. That's the final block up there. Right there, it'll be that high. And it'll come across here, go across. And then over here, we're going to have, they call it canal. It's a drainage canal, which will tap into, they'll put elbows on these downspouts. This roof gets a lot of rain, a lot of water. So these two downspouts, they will go right into the canal. Then we'll have the canal come around the corner here, shoot down, and then it's gonna go somewhat like a 45-degree angle over to the wall. Once it gets to the wall, we're gonna put it into a 4-inch pipe and run it all the way down through the back fence, way back in yonder, through that little wall, that little pony wall that we just built, put a hole in that, and then run it, might as well just run it all the way through to the other side. That'll get a lot of the water off this area right here where Mama does her drying. So that's it for this week. Actually, it's actually more like the start of next week already, because it's 5 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. But there you go. So they're working on the pool. Then when the pool was setting up, they came up here and started working. So they'll be either working on both, one or the other, this coming up week, because we're not starting anything new until these are done and I can see if I got any money left to do anything. So y'all take care, be safe, and it's 5 o'clock. That's what time I let this mongrel off. He's coming up on a year, and every day he's more and more of a pain in the butt. You might see a Labrador pelt in the background one of these days. Just kidding. Later.